Alright, I think we are live. So cross on both. Yep. Alright, everything's looking good. Alright, guys. So it is time to actually take it seriously and push through League 3 here. We did end up putting Cannon instead of the Ice Spirit. And we have Hero Goblins in for now, but that's just because I don't have Evo Cannon yet. So maybe we'll end up doing that. We'll see. I also have a couple other decks that we could try. Golem's really strong right now. Any kind of bridge spam, really. Sparky's strong. This concoction. The thing is, Hero Valkyrie, she really replaces like Golden Knight and some of these other pressure cards pretty well. So we'll just have to see. And then also, of course, Rambo's deck with some of the new heroes and Evos and whatnot. E-Giant. E-Giant's a big one that I want to play soon, so we'll see about that. But yeah, let's just get right into it. Alright, we got Mr. Yaren here. And so I think also with Cannon, alright, it'll just be a little bit more important to play kind of like even more passive. Okay, so we're just spamming the bridge, I guess. Playing a little more passive till we get deeper in the game, because we will have the Cannon there instead of Ice Spirit. I don't really know what he has. He's probably got Bowler for no real reason, but let's see. Okay, he's got Scar Me too. Wasn't really expecting that. Another thing, Void. Void is really strong right now. So, let's go right here. Alright, let's go Cannon like this. I think, yeah, so that should be a good placement here. And I could just NATO it to King, because I think the Death Bomb... Okay, never mind. It ends up dying, so that's pretty solid. Let's just go Goblins, so that he doesn't get just like a free little mini peck. Okay, I guess I should have assumed he had Mega Nuts. We'll just go Valkyrie like this. And then, if it were to kill Valk, I could yoink it into King Tower, but I can just do that with the next Balloon, or Mini P.E.K.K.A. It doesn't really matter. Let's just take a log, just because I don't really want to play anything into that. Okay, so I will go like this. I think I'll go Hog here. Yeah, just to try to save EXE a little bit. That's the thing with EXE's, you know, the fact that he doesn't really push things back anymore. He, in those interactions, like, he just takes... Alright, let me just go Cannon high still. Yeah. And then I'm gonna do that so that I can... I think that pulls to King, right? Okay, no, it doesn't. But that's fine, we take one. So that's the thing, I have to learn the interactions with Cannon, because I have no idea a lot of these. But I thought I'd be able to just yoink it because of the cannon that was in the center, but I guess I still would have had to let it take a hit. It doesn't really matter either way, though. Okay, so I'll just get the easy activation on this side, especially because he just went Lone Balloon, so I'm going to go Cannon just to buy EXE a little bit of time. I'm going to go Valkyrie here. This is where it really helps, by the way, that Evo Mega Nuts got nerfed, because now he's not just like knocking everything back every hit. We have a pretty good counter push cooking here. So let's see what he wants to play first. Okay, so he does go Mega Nuts. I thought he was going to go Scar Me, but that was honestly smart that he didn't. Alright, so we do take the jump, because Valkyrie kind of bailed on me there. I didn't realize she was going to go the opposite way. We'll just take the rocket on the balloon. And then we're going to have to let the Mignones go. Unfortunately, this guy he just has so many counters for Hog that I'm going to have to... If I can cheese him with this little play right here. Alright. So we got good damage there, but obviously we're still down. Alright, let me go cannon like this. Okay, how did that... Let me just... Yeah, that's... honestly... I'm not exactly sure what I should have done better there. Good game. Good game, he says. Yeah, kind of a rough first game there. Like I said, I don't know. What should I have really done better? Oh, he had a freeze too. He just didn't play it. That's funny. So, Mr. just spam everything at the bridge, hits me with the good game. It's all good though. Honestly, I mean, I let the balloon get a hit the one time, but I just think there he had so many counters to Hog. I just not really sure what I was supposed to do better. I mean, I guess my defense could have been a little cleaner probably, so that's always one thing that I could improve. But we have the cannon in here now, so I just have to learn kind of like the placements. So we'll be figuring that one out. Mr. Coach Curtis. Oh, so this is a scenario, by the way, where I think Void would actually work quite well. Because supposedly, I think it's supposed to be able to kill Bowler now. And you're like, let me just hit this ability to go ahead and take that out. By the way, that's another really cool thing with this hero Valkyrie. Like, she suffered sometimes just because of how slow she was. And that's kind of like... It's kind of like null and void now. Alright. He thinks he's getting the Crown Tower deactivation, or whatever you want to call it. That's pretty aggressive by him, so I'm going to go quite aggressive too. Just because I feel like he froze kind of on nothing. Yeah. Okay, so we only get one, but that's fine. We force out the Inferno, and we just about kill it. I was going to say, I don't think he could get Bar Barrel in front of that, but... If I'm fast enough, I can just rocket his Lumberloon. Little sneaky bridge play. I'm just going to go Valkyrie off to the right, left. Just to kind of clog it up a little bit. And I'll just go cannon. Just cuz. Maybe try to like trick him into spamming his balloon opposite. Okay, we'll just go Exe like this. I don't think it's really worth hitting the ability there. So I'm not really trying to get that tower anyway. Let me go Raw Kiter. Alright. I was trying to see if I could force him into playing his ability. But we get him to freeze, which works out just as well. Let's see. Nice. Is Exe still on? There we go. Alright, let's just go like this. Win and get something. Okay. Bro, this guy. Let me NATO this up. And so we'll take probably one here. Okay, no, we didn't. We just take little death damage. We're gonna wait, then we're gonna go goblins. Okay, I think Hog might... Yeah, there we go. Hog still snuck a shot there. Nice. Mr. Coach Curtis. He is a dead man walking, I guess. How's it going, Jay says? Oh, so they must have done away with the chest where you can choose like which thing you get. Let's see, do we get... I've got to see, what else do I want in Kenny Wenny's shop here? A Hero MK, that better be a troll. We'll see. Yeah, maybe a 5-star chest, that would be cool, but let's get right into the next one. So yeah, today should be a decent stream. I think the goal would be to get probably at least halfway through League 4. We'll just have to see how that goes, really. I think I'm just going to leak here. I don't really want to play anything. Unfortunately, NATO... Okay, now I will go cannon. I was going to say NATO's a little far away, so wouldn't be able to get immediately off the diddler. Okay, that's pretty aggressive. Let's see here. There we go. Man, I'm not used to that. I was not expecting cannon to like obliterate everything, but yeah, that works out for sure. Let's go... Okay, perfect. We'll go like this. So, does that mean he's got... Okay, I'm not sure. I was thinking... Does he have, like, Sparky, or... Is this just kind of like a spammy... I'm just going to take the little activation here. Oh, the guard. Wow, that was atrocious. The, I guess the guards, like, blocked the diddler from getting pulled there in the NATO. It's all good, though. I feel like, is this some kind of, like, Splash Yard variant, maybe? Just a weird off-meta concoction? I mean, it is, like, only League 3, so... You can't always be sure. Oh, it says... Chat disconnected. Yeah, I think... Okay, successfully reconnected. Okay, by the way, guys, let me know if there's anything wrong with the stream right now, because we've only had It's Jesus in chat, and it keeps saying like it's got to disconnect and reconnect. Hey Skylar, how you doing? Ooh, let's push in here. I don't want to just give him like free Diddy value. Alright. Okay. Look, Evo bailout for sure. Look at that Valkyrie ability there. All we took was the ball breaker's explosion damage there. There's no way that I should have gotten out of that situation, but not complaining. Okay, so this is just like a bridge spam kind of deck. I was anticipating something else from this guy, but yeah, it doesn't really look like that's the case. So I'm just going to play a little defensive, and I'm going to try to get one big push, in particular with the hero Valkyrie. So I'm going to let HOG EXE take the charge there. I'm going to go ROG Hider in the back. Wait, we might be able to get it here. Let's do it here, yeah. Okay, so he does end up zapping HOG EXE, but we still get pretty good value, I'd say, there. He's going to want to go DP ability for sure. Alright, I think, yeah, no, that's going to do it because he went with the ability and the ball breakers. It was just so much. That was an interesting deck, though. It had me, like, the whole time, just didn't know what I was playing. So I was, like, anticipating something else. But it was, yeah, that one NATO that I blundered at the beginning, that's kind of what had cooked me. Alright, let's just go ROG Hider. Alright, this guy's also got Elite Babes. Let's go HOG EXE like so. We'll go Goblins High. Just give HOG EXE a little bit more time. Is he gonna... Okay. We'll go Valkyrie like so. Oh, here's another thing, by the way. If he hits that Berserker ability, I could just get King up. Okay, he didn't. That was smart that he didn't do that. Because that's the thing that I've noticed, especially in the graveyard decks that are trying to run Hero Berserker. Like, they have to be careful because they can just give a free King Tower. I do love that Diddy is 2 cycles now, by the way. Especially as a Hog enjoyer. Okay. Let's spawn the goblins. Wow. The one E-Babe still sniped my tower with its little javelin, however you want to call it. What does he have, though? I feel like he's just got piggies. Okay, so he does have Berserker. Is he going to try to go in? I think I'm going to go Valkyrie off to the right. And if he goes piggies... I was going to say I might rocket, or I'll take a little damage and just go for the king activation. Alright. Nice. And see, here's the other thing. Like, Valkyrie's biggest issue has always been that sometimes she's just so slow. And so she just dies. But with the hero, obviously, she's fast. So there's all these different situations where just her card in general gets more value with the ability. Alright, let's just go ahead and rocket. He went all in there. Right, and then we'll hit the log. Maybe EXE... Okay, I was going to say, maybe EXE can get a shot off on the E-Wiz. I'm just going to go cannon high. And then I'll just kind of like overspend here. And then we'll just go Valkyrie in the center. Go goblins here. Yeah, I was going to NATO that into king, but I didn't really think that I thought she was going to go out of the ability first. I'm just going to let the guards do their thing. Alright, now we just have to see like what he really wants to do in terms of which side he wants to go in. Okay, he gets the NATO or the fireball there. It's all good. We'll just take the NATO. Unfortunately, no activation because my Valkyrie placement kind of kept that from happening. But here we do get to spam the ability. And Valkyrie's so healthy that she's going to like shred everything there. And then, yeah, I mean, that's pretty solid damage. Valkyrie gets another hit too. Let's just go low goblins just to make sure. Now I'm going to spam the bridge before he gets to go in. Nice. And there's GG's. How's it going, Giga GG? Is everything with stream in the chat looking good? I seen a couple error messages talking about it. Had to disconnect and reconnect. Yeah, Hero Valk was the real MVP there. I'm liking it quite a lot. I think it's important not to spam it too much though, especially in HOG EXE, because it could kind of cook us. But alright, I think I'm just gonna go cannon. A lot of times when they go MK opposite, it makes me wanna... Yeah, Hero Valk is... Yeah, she's pretty strong. When they go MK opposite, a lot of times it just makes me wanna like throw in Hog Rider. But I don't think that's like always the best play. I'm just going to take the activation here. Okay, and then we do take some baby dragon damage. Now, I would have gotten out of that situation a lot better, but Rocket was last card. So I was kind of cooked, or else I would have just rocketed his balloon baby dragon. But it's not really a big deal because I have the king up, so I can really just defend, and he's got like a menacey kind of deck, so I'm not... Oh, let me go high. Come on, there we go, pulls it, nice. Are you Christian by any chance, if you don't mind me asking? Yes, I am Christian, for sure, actually. And, I think I'm going to be putting out more of like that kind of content, is the word I was looking for, on my main channel. Of course, this is like the Clash Royale or just a gaming type channel, but okay, I'm gonna actually rock it, and maybe that's gonna make him want to spam balloon, which I don't really mind. Nice. Okay. Now we're actually gonna lose the tower. Because I didn't really expect him to just go mini pecker immediately like that. Said, I knew it, you had in-ear monitors, haha. Same man, God bless. Yeah. Oh, I appreciate you, bro. Why does it... Look at... This guy's just like... Baby Dragon Bridge. These little interesting bridge plays. I know he's got Mega Nuts, but we're still going to be able to shred just because he can't, like, boop everything. Alright, let me NATO this back so that EXE can do a little bit more damage and get some more work in here. Alright, then I'm going to go cannon high. That should pull the balloon and give me more time here. I'm gonna let that go on the other side again. I'll just go goblins here. And then we'll just NATO like so. Honestly though, Berserker really doesn't do that much damage, especially to towers. So it's not really that big of a deal had Berserker like got to my tower. Okay. Let's go like this, and then he's going to want to go guards, so we'll hit a little log as well. Ooh. Yeah, that's going to be GG's right there, just because I couldn't get to the rocket, or else we probably would have taken it. I just made that one misplay, but that's how it is when you play HOG EXE. You have to like really lock in, you make a couple mistakes and you're cooked. Yeah, God bless Hypervenom. Appreciate you, bro. Alright, I like that you're enjoying the content for sure. I'm gonna definitely be trying to post more. Especially now that Clash Royale is kind of like being revived again. In terms of just more people like interested in kind of watching some of the content, I feel like. Alright. I'm gonna see if Mega Nuts will go... Okay, so he stays on the King Tower there, but... I wasn't sure what else I would really have done, because if I tried to go EXE with the Mega Knight, then obviously Minion Horde would have just taken my whole tower anyway. No, so I'm from Maryland, but I did go to college at the University of Alabama. And I do have family out that way. But no, I'm from Maryland on the East Coast. Johong, hello. Oh, hello, bro. Appreciate you stopping by. Alright, so this deck, I think this is another thing that's important to keep in mind in the lower divisions. You see a lot of this like random deck stuff. And so that's kind of what we've been facing the past couple times. Now I'm going to go EXE off to the left because I have Rocket. So if he wants to go Minion Horde Bridge, then I'll just Rocket that. Okay, I'm going to actually just let that tower go because I could have rocketed, but I think he still would have got quite a lot of damage anyway. And we can just go ahead and tower trade. Nice. And then, since the Rage is there, and I don't want to take, like, too much damage, I'll just go ahead and NATO that back. But, yeah, I think we're in a good spot here. Because his play is, he's going to want to go, like, Minion Horde in the center. So if I just kind of go Cannon, that kind of, like, decoys damage-wise. EXE will take care of that. And so this is where we might think about might think about running Tesla instead of Cannon, actually, because there's so many air decks that are popping up now. Here, I'm gonna go Valkyrie. I know he's gonna want to get Mega Knight. He actually surprised me that he didn't try to go Mega Knight. So let's go Cannon here to try to pull that away. Okay. And I'm gonna NATO this backwards, actually. And then, ooh, it's gonna be close there. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. So we still have a chance here. I know remember, he's still got the Mega Knight. He hasn't been playing it, but yeah, I knew it was coming down here. So we'll hit the ability to help Valkyrie shred through. And then, I'm not going to do anything too crazy just because I need to make sure I can rocket. Rocket in the pocket. Rhymes. Alright, let me go like this. And I'm going to actually pull this in. Buy ourselves a little bit more time. Get the Valkyrie down. Let's go Goblins in the pocket just to kind of keep the pressure up here. And we'll go Cannon like this. I'm just going to rocket the balloon. I don't really want to take like any chances there. And then I have to let the baby dragon go. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go Cannon so that Furnace doesn't sneak us. And then we'll go like so. Yeah, and Exe's not on tower, so I think that's probably a good game. I don't think there's really much else I can do. Yeah. I think it may be a good idea to run a different deck for now, just because in these lower ranges there's just so many things that counter Hog, but I'll keep playing it for now for sure. Can you play my account to Ultimate Champ? No, unfortunately not, because Supercell like bans people for that now, and they really... Oh, this might be Expo, so we'll get to abuse Hero Valkyrie against Expo. Yeah, Supercell, the like account sharing and stuff like that, they like ban people for that at this point, when they see that somebody else has like logged in to an account. So I wouldn't want to risk that for you. Alright, so this guy's going to actually be playing 3M, I would assume, because he has the Heal Spirit and the Monk. Yeah, my deck, I think it's like... I think it's 3.6 with the Cannon in it. I'm going to just go like this. Then I'm going to log here. Nice. And so I got the log down... like behind the Monk, so that we were able to take some damage off of, or take some health off of the 3M there. And so whenever I watch Viper, he likes to take a little bit of damage on the 3M. So that was also kind of the thought process there. I could have tried to rocket like while the 3M was here, but that's always a bit risky. Again, I think that's where Void might actually be better. Said, hi bro, what do you think about the Heroes and Evos this season? I think they're extremely good. Here, let's NATO this a little bit. I don't really care that I activated King, because his tower is actually almost fully gone. Let's log that before he can get a cheeky Heal Spirit. Yeah. I could rocket his pump, but I don't think I will, just because if you guys have seen in some of my videos, like, I really don't care about playing down Elixir. Like, I will happily play down an Elixir all the time. There was just one time, it was actually 3M, and this guy had, I think he had like 4 pumps down. Plus, look at this, Hero Valkyrie. And then I guess I'll throw a log just to make sure here. Nice. So we take only a slight amount of damage, but it's nothing. Alright, I'm going to NATO this together. And then I'm going to choose to defend. I could just attempt to, oh no, actually, no, we just got cooked. I was going to say I should have just rocketed his tower, but I thought I was going to be able to defend. And then he was able to get the, Elite Babes opposite, which I didn't think he was going to do that, but yeah, I could have just rocketed there. That would have been the better play, because I had saved, I had enough time. He wouldn't have been able to take the tower in time, but all good. On to the next one here. So he's got Dagger Duchess. I was going to say, that usually means it's either MK or Double Prince, but this could still be MK, because he has the Archer Queen as well. Alright, it looks like it'll just be kind of like a bridge spam variation. I'm going to go with low goblins here. And I'm going to actually go Rogue Hider to distract, and then either force an early ability or... Nice. Alright, so we're going to wait a bit, and then we're going to rocket. Nice, nice. So, we had to take 2 little, like, Archer Queen shots, but it's nothing. Could he have 3M as well? I don't think so. He might just have Pomp. What I do like this season, by the way, is we're seeing a lot of, like, different decks. It's not just, usually, you'll see pretty much just, like, a couple that dominate everything, but when I looked on, like, the Ultimate Champion TV Royale thing, there's all these different decks already. You go like this. I'm going to hit that ability, because even if he goes Archer Queen, the Valkyrie will still take her out, and he's got to answer that. Exactly, because his thing's out of daggers. Now he's definitely going to get mad, and he's going to try to spam Elite Babes. Okay, he actually didn't. Surprised. Just take the activation. His next ram will be Evo, so I just have to keep that in mind. Okay. Just go like that. Alright, let me go Cannon. I want to see, since I'm new to Cannon, I want to see how that does. Okay, we're going to go EXE like this. And then I'm going to go Goblinas. I'm going to go Valkyrie, hit ability. I'm going to let it connect, and then just have the cannon kind of do its thing there. And then I'm going to go in here, just to try to get like 1 from HOG. Alright. And then we're going to hit the surround. Alright. So thankfully with the new like balance changes or whatever, he couldn't actually get a second ability off there on the Archer Queen. Okay, honestly, I didn't think he was going to get another ram, but I don't really mind, because here's the thing, he's going to have to like defend, yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to rocket, and then I'm just going to, I think that's low. Yeah, but I don't think I would have been able to defend there, so that's why I had to do that. But with the old rocket, we would have taken it for sure. I don't know what it is. I hop on stream, and I swear I just, like, cannot play well. It's just... It's all good, though. It's not really a big deal. It's just kind of funny. I guess being, like, a new streamer, if you call it that. I get on here, and sometimes I just, like, suck, but that's fine. You guys can make fun of me in chat, by the way. I don't really care. I think this will be Expo, though, so we'll actually get to see Hero Valk, like, really shine. Okay, no, it's just a Sparky concoction. I really hope he doesn't have Monk. Since I have no idea what he might have. Okay, he's got Elixir Golem Sparky. This is like... This is just the pinnacle of mid-ladder play. It's just all these just random, really high-pressure decks. But it, you know, you gotta love the process, I guess. Alright, it just gets wilder and wilder. But we have Hero Valkyrie, which is an absolute bailout. Wow. And now we have a massive counter push. Let's see. Okay, he just goes archers. I'll just NATO that in. I thought he might hit the ability, which would have like anchored Knight down longer. So I'm still using Hero Goblins just because I don't have Evo Cannon yet, but if I decide to unlock Hero Evo Cannon, or maybe I'll put Tesla in, even though that would make it expensive. We've been seeing a lot of error. If I do that, I'll run the Evo of the building instead of the goblins. Okay, he's giving me pretty fat rocket there, but I think it's probably still more valuable. Probably still more valuable to go ahead and rocket the Sparky. But we'll see. I'll take a little damage, but the good thing is the Witch, she can only heal off of the first wave of Skellies. Okay, see, like, I don't even have to rocket that. I mean, I get it, though. It's kind of like a desperation bridge play. But yeah, I mean, this was a pretty easy matchup. I would have to say pretty much any Elixir Golem variation is always quite easy for HOG EXE. Jahang, what's your deck, bro? Let's see if we get any chests. Any good chests? No, it's... Oh, Bar Putt. Shout out to Bar Putt. Alright, we got Mr. Marvin here. Skellies. Pretty much every time last season I saw Skellies, I swear it just meant either 2.6 or, you know, drill. You can actually still get king up off of this drill placement, by the way, but I don't really have to do it right now. Here, let me hit the ability. That'll at least DPS down the Demolisher. There we go. Alright. I'm going to just go EXE here just so that I can cycle and not take the Fire Spirit. I also want to see what spells he's got. Alright, we'll just take the easy activation there. Then we'll wait. We'll go log. I'll just go cannon, just because I don't really want to push in. And at least it kind of blocks up the lane. Okay, so he's got poison. Poison's annoying, but I feel like rocket would have been worse to face. The other thing is Hero Valk could do really good against Evo Drill, because she can move so fast. So that's an interaction we'll have to check out as well. I'm just kind of waiting here. Okay, I don't even... So the ability there got kind of wasted because I didn't realize Valk was being targeted. But there were so many things on the board that, like, had I popped it sooner, she would have got so much value. It would have been crazy. Let me actually go like this, just to apply some pressure. Alright, I'm not going to nader that. I know I could get a couple hits with EXE, but I just think it would have been too aggressive. Okay, I'm going to go Log Hider like this. I'll go ahead and take the log here. Nice, nice. Then we'll go cannon. Alright, so we should be able to get a pretty good push right here. Yeah, I feel like that was a really bad drill. Because I'll just take a little damage and then just go goblins. And he has to defend this. And now he takes a hog hit. And EXE not on tower. But that's fine because we're in a good spot, I think. Let's spawn the goblins just because. I'm going to go rocket in the back. I'll just go EXE like so. There we go. Nice, nice. And then I could hit him with a little split lane, because that would work pretty well. Especially if he just gets so used to like me going in one way. The bar barrel is very good for him in this matchup. I'd say it's probably not something that you usually see in this deck. Tried to delay my log there. I'm actually winning, well, slightly losing now, but that's fine. Here, let me... This is kind of expensive. But it doesn't really matter because I have so much utility splash-wise here. That I can get away with certain plays. Let me just bridge block here and then go Rog Hide. Okay. I was like, can somebody kill the Demolisher? Oh, let me... Okay, that was a good drill by him, because I was going to hit the ability. But... The Valkyrie, since he played the drill in the back, the Valkyrie wasn't able to really, like, clog that up. Let's just go cannon here. I was kind of predicting... I was trying to anyway, but... I think I've lost, unfortunately. Yeah, just barely. So I shouldn't have lost that, but that was... Yeah, honestly, that was my mistake. Usually, drill is like a really hard matchup, but I would say with Hero Valk, that's one that I shouldn't have lost, but... BMing after winning by that little is kind of crazy, though. Yo, Pizza, how you going? How you doing, bro? Okay, archers. Could this finally be Expo? I'm trying to get a feel for how. Alright, let me go Rog Hider. And then I'm just gonna go EXE in the back. I was gonna say I'm trying to get a feel for how how OP Hero Valk is against Expo, but nobody wants to play Expo right now. Everybody, they're faking me out with the archers and then they run something else. So, here, let's just go cannon. Just to kind of tank that. But, yeah, this guy's running another concoction. But he has Goblin Barrel, so we'll be able to get King up easily. Okay, he has Mega Nuts. Let me go Valkyrie, and then I'll hit the ability. Nice. Alright, let me go Rog Hide. I'm going to hit a log. Now I'm going to go cannon like this. And then... Okay, I'll go goblins just to try to stall that a bit. But since... Ooh, if I go with my goblins here... I was going to say, if he hits ability, I think it would have pulled it... I think it would have pulled it to the King Tower. But it's all good, because this tower's 2 rockets off. Oh, nothing much. Honestly, I've just been facing really wild mid-ladder decks. It's kind of crazy. Last match was Drill, though. But the match before that was Elixir Golem, Sparky, Giant Skelly. Just like a bunch of wild stuff. Okay, that was really aggressive by him. So I'm just going to go like this. Okay. And then I'm going to take the rocket. I think the archer's out of the rocket, but it's I don't really care. I just kind of have to get some damage going. Right, I'm going to go like this, and I'll go cannon just to stall that out. I'll just take the rocket, especially because he went cannon, so he already spent the elixir. Alright. Nice, so we're actually in a good spot here, because we're winning right now, and Exe's going to go to the left. So we should be able to get a good counter push going. I'm going to pre-log. I'm going to go like this, go like that. Hit the Valkyrie ability. And see, that's the thing. She put a lot of pressure on us earlier. But the thing is, he's got to defend my hero Valkyrie too. So, you know, we both have that button, so we can both spam it. Alright, we get a 3-star. Pizza, by the way, how have you been liking the Hero Valkyrie? Have you unlocked it yet or no? Oh, and I just started running Cannon instead of Ice Spirit. But I think, yeah, it'll either be Cannon or I think I'll put Tesla. Because we've also been seeing a lot of air decks and Hero Balloon, and I think that's because we have so much ground, especially this season with the Elite Babes and the Valkyrie, stuff like that. Especially when, here, I was gonna say I'm gonna rock it, but I'm just gonna take the log. Especially when, this might be Expo, by the way. Especially when people realize how much Void does. Like, I've seen a couple people running Lava Hound, and Void does so much damage that I'm pretty positive it will take out our Exe. Because I think it takes out Bowler, pretty sure it takes out Sparky. Okay, so I think this is going to be Ice Bow with Hero Valkyrie. I'm going to just take the log. If he pops the ability, it would be wasted. But so yeah, once people realize how much damage Void does, I think we're going to see a lot more Void, and when that happens, we will just be cooked against air if I don't add another air thing. So that's why I'm thinking of adding Tesla, but we'll just have to see how it goes. I was trying to see if he was going to go Expo so I could rocket both of those. I'm going to go Exe high. Okay. I went Exe because I thought, okay, he goes defensive Expo. That's kind of odd. It's like really odd. Okay, I'm gonna rocket this. Yeah, because I know that he's, you know, doing that, but I can just pop this ability and then okay. So that was really weird. I've never seen that before. I thought she would only chain, like, I didn't think she was going to chain to something that would take her out of range of the first thing she was attacking. Okay, I'm going to take that rocket, for sure. Okay, I feel like that was a bad rocket by him, because now I can do this. Okay, so he does get... I was just thinking if he tried to go Tesla, then he would have been in a little bit of trouble here. Should I try to predict his expo? Okay, let's just go like this. Let me wait, and then cannon. Okay, honestly, I'm gonna have to rocket his tower. And then I'm gonna have to try to build up like a diabolical push. Nice. Alright, then we're gonna go rocket again. Then I'm gonna go like this. Go like that. Nice. Okay, so it's important here for me to just like not do anything stupid. Not do anything that I don't like have to do necessarily. So I'm just gonna go ahead and rocket his expo, because there was really no advantage to trying to win early there, because it would have just saved me 10 seconds. So do the rocket at the King Tower? Yeah, I could have done that. Yeah, I remember you, Muhammad. Oh, yeah, pizza. So, yeah, we were talking about Void earlier. I forgot because I got locked into Expo. Yeah, 100%. I was actually thinking we could run Void instead of Rocket. I'll just have to test it out, because if they could block it too easily, then that would kind of crush us, but it does so much damage, I don't think they can... Our opponents would be able to block it that easily. Alright. Just take the free activation there, because that's the thing, even with Lumberjack, all you have to do is like get him within range, since he drops that rage spell. It's basically a free King Tower activation every time. Okay, he does not have the Hero Mega Minion, so that's cool. Because if he had the Hero Mega Minion with Fireball, then he could definitely destroy our EXE pretty easily. Let me just hit the ability. I want to see what he's got. Of course he has Mega Nuts. They always have Mega Nuts. Let me go Goblins like so. And I'll go like this. Alright. Well, we're going to take a lot of damage. And we're actually going to lose the tower there. So this is going to be the bridge spam deck from a couple seasons ago, but I guess instead of Spirit Empress, he's got Mega Minion. Yeah, see, like, the respawn of the two goblins is pitiful. He only got the one stab because it was right there on the tower. Let me bridge spam a bit, because I feel like, yeah, I was going to say, I feel like his MK would be late anyway. So Valkyrie almost takes the tower there. Pretty solid. Hi, big boy. What are you doing? I'm going to go cannon like this, just to kind of save EXE some HP, but I think we're going to end up losing this one, because that hero, or the Evo Lumberjack, is right there, so he's going to go straight to the tower. So that's all good. Yeah, I was trying to go too aggressive at the beginning there with the ability. So Yeah, that's definitely what caught me out. I didn't expect him to have Ram Rider. But for sure, I think Void could work in this deck, and we could also use Void on buildings. Especially like Bomb Tower or something, deeper in the game. So I think that's definitely something that we should look into, Void. I'll test it out for sure. But also on defense, if they try to Void our XE, I don't think we should try to block it with Goblins. Yeah, diabolical deck, for sure. Ice Spirit. Okay, so he's probably going to be playing some kind of log bait. And I do think I'm going to take... Yeah, I took the Ice Spirit. I wasn't sure, because the new... like, nerf. That cannon, I think is... Wait a minute. If he has Rocket, then we just gave him so much value. Okay. So we don't get, like, crazy damage, but it was still pretty solid, I would say. And then our goblins there stall, so that we can get the log and take everything. I'm going to wait, and then spawn the goblins. Anticipating a princess, but he didn't do it. If he goes princess, we'll just go cannon. No problem. Nice, nice. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for Void. I just think on defense it's going to suck, and that's why I was considering Tesla. Especially if we start to have like an air meta, or even for Golem. I've seen it in Golem decks. Let me go like this. And then, here, I guess I'll pull these to King Tower. I'll let him get a little damage over there. And let me just hit the ability here just to be a nuisance, because he's going to have to play other stuff. And it's really hard for him to deal with. Yo, New Axe! How's it going, bro? Yeah, especially in this log bait matchup. Hero Valkyrie is goated, honestly. I'm just gonna go like that. Hero Axe, how have you been liking the Hero Valkyrie? Oh. Let me get a nice little XE lineup there. Okay. I thought it was gonna hit the Goggins, but I kind of lined that up. Okay, solid plays by him. So I'm gonna stop playing like a bot now, and I'm gonna actually win. Hold on. Let me just take the log on the Goggins, because that Valkyrie's kind of cooked. And then he's going to want to go Goblin Barrel. So I'm just going to go low cannon. And then I'm going to go like this. Go Valkyrie high. There we go. And then I'm going to actually go opposite lane here. I'm going to wait. I don't think it's... I guess it could have been worth it to hit the ability there. But I don't want to get too aggressive. For no real reason. We'll just kind of stack another cannon. Just to have it there as like little help in terms of tanking. Alright, and I'll go XE like so. And let me see. Yeah, so I do get it down. Now we're gonna wait, NATO in. Okay. XE's range nerf really cooked us there. I have to say, I guess, I thought XE's range nerf was going to be a little bit worse than it is, but there's definitely noticeable times where I'm like, that should be connecting, and it's just like not. But I don't know, it's not like a huge deal, I guess. Alright, let's just go XE in the back. And since he doesn't have Rocket, it's definitely like quite better for us. I'm gonna hit the ability. Okay. Honestly, I feel like I can get him pretty good here with an ability. Yeah, XE clutched that last second. That was pretty diabolical. Honestly, if I locked in earlier, it wouldn't have been that close, but then I was just kind of playing it sloppy. Paul Andreas said, "Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up, bro? How you doing? I appreciate you." Oh, thanks, New Axe. Yeah, how have you been liking Hero Valk, by the way, New Axe? And speaking of, since your profile picture is XE, I'm sure you've seen the pain of how weak Evo XE is now. It's so crazy. Like, it's so painful in so many different situations. Alright. Bro, do you think HOG EXE is dead? I keep losing every match. What advice? So, I don't think HOG EXE is dead. It's, Hero Valk helped us quite a bit, I would say, but, it's a lot harder than it was before, I can't lie. Because there's so many interactions where maybe in the past EXE would have like not taken damage and would have survived certain things that he just doesn't survive anymore. And then of course, you know, the hero goblins got killed. EXE's, like we were just talking about, Evo Valkyrie's been nerfed quite a lot. Her recent nerf to her Tornado isn't really much of anything. Okay, so this guy's got a Mega Knight Recruit Hog deck. Unfortunately, I have to NATO the bats, or else those bats would have just gone to town. So that's probably going to preempt him to go Hog on the opposite lane. But he didn't, so now I have Cannon, so that's not really a problem. Okay, he has Ronin as well. Interesting. Let's go Log like so. Then I'll go XE like this to cycle. Oh, I thought she was going to shoot, which would have got the king up. This guy, he's playing a bit more passive than I thought, though. I thought he was going to throw the hog at me already. Alright, I think I have to do some Rawhide kiting here. And then I have to go Valkyrie. I have to let the Berserker lock, which I'm not really happy about. But we tower trade here, so it's not that big of a deal. I'm just gonna go Cannon, and then Log. Okay. And I suck with Cannon too, by the way, because I'm just not used to playing it in terms of placements. But let's see. I'm gonna go Valkyrie on the left, and then I'm just gonna go Hog right. I was kind of just trying to trick him into going Mega Nuts, which he does. Let's just get ready with a low cannon. Let's go Log like that, like this. We're gonna go Valkyrie here. She should get a lot of value. Oh, she actually dies early there. This is just, I don't even know. There's just so much to that match that it's like, Mega Knight recruits. I don't know. Yeah, honestly, I've been struggling a little bit more with HOG EXE, but it's just because I haven't been playing as much, and so I'm like playing more sloppy, but I would say it's not dead. You can definitely still do well with it, especially New Axe here in the chat. He finishes a lot higher than I do. I think, because New Axe, he makes videos too, you could watch. I would say definitely check out some of his videos. I think he usually finishes around to like 2,500 medals range. And then of course, I'm not sure where Planet finished last season, but there's plenty of people that do still run HOG EXE higher up than I do. I usually only finish around like 1,800 so far in UC. But I think this season I'll be able to do a lot better with Hero Valk. I've just actually got to lock in more. So it's still, it just got, in my opinion, it just got like higher skill is what I would say. I think I'm going to wait and then I'm going to NATO this backwards. Just to give Cannon time to take out most of those bats. But we do still have to take a little damage, unfortunately. So I'm not really sure what this is. At first I was thinking it might be a graveyard kind of thing. But it could just be like a giant spam kind of thing. I think another thing that really sucks with EXE is he doesn't reset like Inferno Drag or E-Drag. I'm gonna spam the ability, by the way, because he went really aggressive there. Yeah. So that's... okay, that would have been towered down. But the Evo Hunter there put in like pretty good work for him. Let me go like this, and like this, and then like this. He'll probably still try a lightning. Yeah, but his lightning's so late that we're actually able to stop basically all his push. Okay. And then I'm going to go like this and log. He'll get the barbs down, but I think... okay, so he gets the E-Wiz down as well, which I didn't think he was going to get it down. But yeah, we're going to go like this, especially if he lightnings right now, he's cooked. Let me get this ability here. Nice, it goes just out of range. I'm going to NATO this backwards so that EXE can have more time here. Nice, that should be GG's. I don't think he stops that. Even if he does, I could have rocketed. Yeah, cycling with the cannon's definitely harder just because it's a little bit more expensive. HOG EXE did because of nerfs. I tried E-Giant and it's perfect with Spirit Empress. Yeah, that deck... so the E-Giant deck that I was thinking of running is, I think... where is it? Something like this. Basically, I put Hero Valk instead of Golden Knight. So, I feel like this could be pretty strong. The Spirit Empress one that I thought Rain was running is pretty strong. Especially just because you can use Spirit Empress as ground or air, obviously. So it'll make the deck look like it cycles more, but it's actually a little bit less. So that's cool. But I think with Cannon, since it slows our cycle down, it does get a bit more technical. Okay. Well, I got lucky there. I just so happened to play EXE right where the drill was. I'm going to go Cannon, just to help DPS LP down. And I'm not going to try to get a Hero Valk down. I'll just kind of see what he's going to do. He's going to go Log and Bomb Tower. Alright, but wait a minute. But now what does he have, though? So he got the ability off last second. But, I mean, yeah, we got a lot of damage there. And the other reason I did that is because I knew, worst case, he would have gone Drill, and then I would have just gone ahead and NATO'd the Drill Goblin to King Tower, activated it, and, you know, then logged the rest of the drill, so it wasn't really a problem. Let me see. I'm just going to go like this, and then I'm going to log. I could have just gotten King up there, but I kind of wanted to see how Cannon was going to handle it. I'll go Valkyrie off to the left. And then if he wants to stack some things, Then I was going to say I can rocket LP, but I don't think I need to. Alright. Let's go Hog to at least just force out his bomb tower, because that's a 4 for 4. And he goes Ice Spirit, so that's 5. And then we'll go Cannon in the center, just because if not, I would have just been leaking. And yeah, we're going to go Valk. I want to see how she handles this. Wow. Wow. That was very strong. I mean, that's... He's going to want to go LP, so that's why I'm kind of hovering. I don't think it would have been worth it there. Okay, I'm just going to go Valkyrie like this. I'm going to go Goblins off to the side. And then I'm going to try to get King up. Nice. I wasn't sure if Valkyrie was going to swing before I could get King up there. Let's not even go Hog Rider right now. We'll just hit ability. And then I'll go Rogue Hider opposite. Because this is the other thing. If I force him to continue his play like a bit more defensive, then he can't try to build these like massive drill pushes up. Let me go like this and kind of NATO everything together. There we go. Yeah, I mean, that's honestly a pretty busted strat, I have to say. NATOing and then Hero Valk is pretty wild. So we took a little damage there, but I'm trying to build a push. Plus he burned his... I'm going to take the rocket. Nice. Okay, let's go Cannon. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to also log just to get that Berserker out of there. But let's just go EXE in the back. Okay. Alright, I'm going to go Hog opposite. Let's go low Goblins. Low Cannon as well. See, like in this matchup, Cannon's kind of just an annoyance. But the Berserker is very good for him in this matchup, definitely too. And we stole that one there. I mean, obviously I should have won like earlier, but at the end there we stole it. Is the Spear Golem a gem item? I'm not sure what's what are you really asking by that, Penguin? Is that Spear Golem a gem item? Are you talking about like the Elite Barbs, or I don't know, I'm a bit confused there. Pizza, yeah, honestly, I have a video filmed, edited, and all that. I just didn't post it yet. Not really sure why. I should post it for the free-to-play. But I will film more free-to-play stuff as well. I haven't been as like active on the game in general, and then the free-to-play, I wasn't really grinding. But we are at, I think it's like 11,200 trophies. So soon it'll be in territory to start playing ranked on. I'm just going to take the activation here. So obviously in this matchup, it makes it so much easier having Cannon. I just kind of misplaced it, I guess, so the two recruits over there were going to go to my tower, so I went ahead and went Goblins. But speaking of the free-to-play, I'm gonna get Hero Valkyrie there. because we're only like 5 hero coins away from getting a hero. So there will definitely be more free-to-play stuff coming out. I just haven't really filmed it that much, to be honest. Haven't been playing it all that much. Alright, I'm gonna go just like this, and then I'm gonna... If the ball breakers connect to my tower, I don't really mind. Nice, we only took one. Let's hit the ability here. Nice, and so that'll get good damage and almost take the tower. Nice. Now he's probably going to want to go recruits. Okay, he actually didn't. Surprising. Surprising. Let's just go goblins high. Nice, and then I can pop the ability, and unless he plays something, we're just going to take it. Okay, well now he gave me somewhat of log value. So I'm going to actually let that go. Typically I would rocket the furnace here, but I don't think I really need to. Let's just go high cannon like this. Alright, then I am going to go Valkyrie, just so that these ball breakers don't get like a bunch of damage or anything. Alright. Now we'll NATO together, add the cannon just for fun. And yeah, unfortunately Buddy had like no chance here really, just because I have so many counters to all of his stuff, especially Hog. Let's just, for the lulz, kind of spam this, see if he lets it go. See, she's like chaining, and the whole mechanic is kind of wild. How do you think they will nerf Hero Valkyrie? So, if they nerf her, I think what they're going to do is I think they're going to make it... First of all, I hope they don't take her damage reduction, because she has a damage reduction while under ability. I hope they don't take that away. If they do, that would be quite unfortunate, but I think what they're going to do is make it so that when she does get to tower, she'll do less damage, like Crown Tower wise, kind of like the Hero Mega Minion had reduced Crown Tower damage. Now I'm not sure if they're going to do that just while under ability, or if they're going to do that if they're going to do it for like a time after the ability's over as well. Which, honestly, I wouldn't really mind that, because that's not really, you know, why we use her, at least in this deck. We kind of use her to help, like, the Hulk get through certain things. Sergio said, "Hello, Papu. Hablas Español." See, I speak a little bit of Spanish, but nothing major. Like, I probably wouldn't be able to hold a conversation, but I can read most of it. Alright, I'm going to go Valkyrie here, just so that we can kind of take this out, and then we'll go Goblina's high. This guy's got Dagger Duchess. I was going to say, he's probably got Mega Nuts. Let's go like this, so that we can go ahead and get King up. Nice, nice. Now if he spams like Hog Rider or something, we'll take a hit or two. But now I've got XE, so this guy's just a BMer, I guess. This is... like, I don't want to mute him, but... Alright, let's just hit the log, so that XE takes less damage here. That was quite a lot of elixirs spent by Buddy, though, so let's just... I don't think he gets back to Mega Nuts in time. Nice. So we get 2 because he has Dagger Duchess, so it, like, ran out of daggers, and I could go Goblins, but I don't think it's... I think it's better to hold on to some elixirs right now. I'm gonna just leave that pump for now, If it goes 3M, I'll NATO. See, like in that situation, her ability is kind of unfortunate. Okay, let's go cannon over here. And then we just have to take some Valkyrie damage here. But all things considered, I think it ended up fine. Let's go like this. And then we'll go like this. We just take one spear from the Elite Babes. Nothing crazy. Okay. I have an idea. I think this will work. I went NATO because I didn't know if he was going to try to like distract with anything. Let's go cannon. And that should be able to just about handle her. So at this point, I know he's going to want to go like Mega Nuts or something. So if I can just get the Valkyrie down, and we can kind of damage a bunch of that. There we go, nice. And HOG gets great damage because he's being tanked for. I'm going to go like this, like that, like this. I probably should have gone Valkyrie instead of cannon. But no big deal, really. Let's just go EXE like this. Thing is, this guy, he's got... Here, I'm going to rocket this now. And it's going to preempt him to go 3M. Which is fine. Okay, I feel like that was a bad pump. I'm just going to go Goblins. And then Log. Nice. And then, yeah, we'll just hit the ability here. And she should be able to take out the 3M. Yeah, perfect. Then we'll go cannon like this. Let me actually go Rogue Hider. Okay. And then we're going to keep tanking for that. Alright, well, let's go cannon like this so that the Mega Nuts will have to like travel over to get to it. Okay, nice. And so that's game right there. So I'll just go ahead and rocket. And I'll go Goblina's High. And then the NATO here. Should I hit him with a little BM? Since he was BMing me the whole time? Or do you aiming to achieve today? Yeah, I don't know. Let's look at his deck. I mean, that was pretty wild. Yeah, he had 3M with the MK. This is like a kind of a standard 3M deck, except instead of MK, they usually have like Ice Golem. I don't know, that was pretty wild. Benju, you said, I invite you to my clan. We are... Oh, I have like my own clan where I'm like co-in. So I appreciate that, but I can't leave that. It's called America's Finest. I'll show you right after. But I'm like one of the top like names on there if you just search like America's Finest, 2 words. Okay, this guy's aggressive. He's probably playing like a Boss Bandit bridge spam deck. So Pizza, what I'm looking for today is at least League 4, but maybe like halfway to League 5. We'll just kind of have to see. But definitely League 4. We're only a couple wins off right now. And thankfully, in these leagues, there's like the gold steps too, which make it easier. But early season, even when you're playing in the lower league, it can still be... You know what? I'm just going to rocket this. Just because I didn't like have anything else in cycle. But so yeah, early season like this, it can actually be like tougher in the lower leagues, whereas usually if I would have waited till later in the season, we would have like respectfully breezed past this quite simply. I'm going to go cannon. But the reason that I'm going cannon is because obviously I have Evil EXE, so when he wants to go with his battle ram, it's like really not a problem. I'm going to go goblins, mess up his timing. And see, like, his ability there kind of got wasted. Because, I mean, it chewed through... If he goes XE early, I'm just going to rock it. Okay, but he didn't. Let's see what he's going to do here. Let's NATO this together. So that XE gets... Oh. One more? Nice. Okay, so... If he goes with anything... Okay. I'm going to go like this. And then I'm going to just cannon... XE high. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to hit the ability. Yeah, just so that we can kind of... Yeah, I'm going to NATO this in. And then we'll just hit a log. Even though I probably didn't need to log there. But he's definitely going to want to hit his Berserker ability. So we'll just go with a pre-cannon. And then we'll take the charge damage here. And unfortunately, the Valkyrie started walking forward, so we actually took more damage than we should have there. I'm just going to hit the ability, see what else he wants to go with that. Alright. I'm going to go opposite. I'm going to let him get a little damage. But, yeah, I mean, that's... I don't think he can... That's basically tower down. Yeah, and then especially because he just went Evo XE, he shouldn't be able to stop this. Nice. Just gonna go ahead and take the rocket here. That was a pretty weird deck from our opponent right there, I'd have to say. It was just like a weird bridge spam, I'm not even really sure. But this is my clan right here, America's Finest. Oh, that's you're good, Soul Hunter. I had some kind of issue. I'm not sure. What are we? We're like 4 wins off. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened, but when I first was streaming, there was like no chat messages. And it then told me like it had to reconnect and there was some kind of chat issue. So I would assume it probably by extension also did not. I'm going to let the Fire Spirit connect, by the way. Just to get the little activation. Because even though I took 500 damage here, I think it's better to take the damage and get the king up now, and then just sacrifice later. Yeah, he thought I was going to go goblins, which is why he did that. I'm going to go XE like so. Nice. And so nothing splashes, none of that hits. I hope he doesn't have rocket, but he might. Let's just hit the Valkyrie ability. Yeah. And then I'm going to log this. That should be able to tank. Okay. I thought we were only going to take 1 since I have king up, but yeah, it unfortunately didn't hit any of them. So his tower's 2 rockets out, so like it's not even a problem. Because I can just defend, and then especially Hero Valk is going to do such a good job. You said... Here, let's go XE so that he can't go Ball Breakers. Okay, see, like, I'm just going to let the Ball Breakers over there go. Just because it's, you know, that tower was healthier. Okay, and then I'll go like this. Nice. Alright, spawn the goblins. And then his tower is going to be just about gone. Oh, by the way, so yeah, you can join the clan. Anyone can join. It says... Okay, let me just log this. It says inactivity gets you kicked, but that just means if you go inactive for like 3 months kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to play every day. So yeah, if you guys do want to join, I think we have like 4 or so spots. Wait, let me hit the ability here. I was going to say, because then she'll go over to the ball breakers, right? So yeah, that's pretty clutch. And I'm going to go cannon here, and then we have Evil EXE, so it doesn't even matter which way he wants to go. He's going to go this way. And we'll go Valkyrie like this. I don't actually even need to pop the ability. We just go ahead and throw the rocket. So Drill, matchups like Drill and Expo that were hard before, especially Quick Cycle Drill, they're so much easier now with Hero Valk, I have to admit. They're so much easier. But so yeah, guys, this is the clan, by the way. If any of you want to join, you're welcome to join. I think, yeah, our requirement's 6,000 trophies, but I mean, if you were lower and you wanted to join, I could change it for you. It's not really a problem. We just have that because we kept getting people join that were like new to the game, and then they would just play once and then go inactive, so we just put it higher. Hero Berserker's ability shreds golem pushes. She's good. Yeah, she's good. She's good, especially... Okay, I'm just going to have to go cannon here. That would have been an easy King Tower. But Tornado last card, unfortunately. So she's good. I was running her first day, as you saw, obviously, but I just really felt that with all the nerfs that we've been having, let me just take the rocket here, that I really needed like a building, especially because I wasn't sure that I wanted to run Ice Spirit anymore. I'm going to spawn the Goblin just so that the Barb doesn't get like a cheeky hit there. Now let's go Rogue Hider. Nice, we'll just get the easy activation. Okay, he's got some kind of Mega Nuts contraption. But yeah, since we got King up now, it'll be so much easier, especially with Hero Valk. That's another thing. She gets so much value against things like Witch and all that, so... Why does he just keep playing Witch in the back? Like, did he think I wasn't going to rocket that? I'm just going to go Valkyrie. I mean, I'm not understanding why he did that. I'm going to let it get death damage and just log. And then we'll just go low Goblinas. And I think I'm going to be able to get this guy really good with Hero Valk Hog Rider. So there's no reason to really do anything aggressive right now. I'll go EXE in the center. Okay, that's fine. I kind of thought he was going to do more there, but let's just NATO this in. So that I could get some like damage, but I think I'm going to hit the ability here. Then I'm going to go Cannon to pull that. Nice, and then we get EXE, which will stop the minions right there. And so he just uses Evo Mega Nuts. So right now, he's in a pickle, you could say. Okay, so he's gotten back to his Mega Nuts. But let me do this. Okay. And then I'm going to go defensive Rogue Hider here. And then I guess I will spawn the Goblins just because that E-Wiz is kind of... I feel like that was kind of a wasted Eva Witch by him. Let me hit Valkyrie's ability here. Nice. We'll go cannon like this. That should pull all of that. Then we'll just go log, just so that we don't end up getting cheesed by that. So he's just trying to like bridge spam, which is kind of interesting. I'll just go ahead with the Valk. He's going to get the Mega Nuts down, but I think we still get to tower here. Nice, and then EXE should be on tower as well. And I think that's game. Nice, there we go. Go cannon for fun. With this new form to the deck, do you consider beatdown hard, especially without Evo Valkyrie? Yeah, so, oh, that's another reason. Sorry, my dryer's going off in the back. So that's another reason I put cannon in, because without Evo Valkyrie, you know, it's like in those kinds of pushes where we could really shut it down with the Evo Valk and the Evo EXE. Like, we can't really do that anymore because she's, you know, not pulling things back. So I think for sure cannon's like pretty great against the beatdown and stuff, because without it, it would have been hard, especially with, you know, if they go with their push one side and then they want to go like Elite Babes opposite. Without any form, you're kind of cooked. So yeah, I do think cannon helps out quite a lot there. Okay, so this guy's going to be playing Mortar Goblinstein. He goes defensive Mortar, so he's already telling me that he's likely a higher skill player. But who needs high skill when you can spam Hero Valkyrie? Now, if he wants to go Mortar, I will happily rocket all of this. Okay, let's go cannon like this too. And then I'm waiting, and now I'm going to go EXE. But I'm doing that so that I can get the goblins here. And yeah, there we go. Then we take a minimal from the cannon part. Now I'm going to spawn here just to give EXE a little protection. Okay, interesting. Now if he goes Mortar, then I will just go Hog. Okay, actually I'm going to go Hog now anyway, which is an attempt to force that. And then I'll go cannon just in case. Okay, somehow it still gets through to tower, which is crazy, but either way, the cool thing is here I can just go ahead and get king up. And he did place it on that certain tile back here, so that's why I went with the NATO a tile higher. And as you see, it's still full counter, because if I try to use the normal placement... Look, I'm going to rocket this. I'm pretty sure he's doing that, because then I can't rocket his Evo Mortar. But when you have Hero Valkyrie, it doesn't really matter. I don't need to, you know, save rocket. So like, look at this. Anything he plays is just gonna get, it's getting shredded. And I'm already back to rocket. So yeah, I mean, and then we just go EXE like this. And, you know, I'm not even going to BM him because he said well played because he was mad. But, like, I can't blame him for being mad, you know. Because then, especially if I can do something like this, there's nothing he can do to stop that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just like, man, poor guy. You just feel bad for him. Because he seemed like he was really good, too. Okay, honestly, I thought he had, like, higher finish, but it's still not bad. So I do believe, what is that? Is that one? Yeah, so one game off of League 4. Let's go ahead. I'm going to read a couple chats first, though. I got a 5-star crate from daily crates we get, but got Witch Evolution. I mean, they're giving it to me. Yeah, so the thing is, though, Witch, she overheals so much with her first like wave of skellies. So if people aren't playing Rocket, she could still get value because she survives a lightning. So there is that, you know, which could be good if you wanted to play like Graveyard or something. But yeah, it does suck because she's gotten so many nerfs. Her and EXE, I think. Her, EXE, Valkyrie, probably been the most nerfed card since I started playing this game again. Bro, the hero Valkyrie ability in the end looked like a cheat code. It really was. It's kind of like with the Golden Knight, how you could like NATO anything, then dash, but it's worse because it's a continuous... And it's like... You can just pull everything into her. It's kind of crazy. Alright, he's got the Berserker. He's probably playing Graveyard. Maybe Piggies, though. Might be Piggies. Okay, I'm just gonna go Cannon here. Just to kind of see what he's got. And because the other thing is, I can almost waste my cannons a bit more. Because as HOG EXE players, we're not even like used to having a cannon. So there's so many other ways I can defend. But if he wants to get aggressive with... So I think he's playing Graveyard. Oh, I just don't have the Evo cannon yet, but I could unlock it. So yeah, if he wants to get aggressive with these Berserker abilities, I'll just activate King Tower, you know? Or I could activate it off of this Smelly Barrel. But I'm actually just not going to do that. I'll just take the log, make sure Furnace doesn't get any cheeky damage there. Oh, the Fire Spirit still jumped somehow. That was kind of weird. Alright, let's go EXE off to the side, then we'll go Valkyrie. I guess I should have probably tried to cycle. Let me preemptively hit the ability here. It'll kind of rush up with the Fire Spirit and take that out. Nice. I don't think I'll be able to get a Hog down. But, okay, we'll do it. I don't think I agree with it, because I think it's kind of too aggressive. But, yeah, we're alright there. So I think he is playing Graveyard. I'm just going to go Cannon here. Right. Then I'm going to NATO. And then EXE should... We just take death damage, I think. Nice. Okay, I actually don't know if he's playing Graveyard or not. He might just be doing like a bait kind of thing. But he's going to have a really hard time with this. And then I'm going to NATO just to kind of kill all of this. Let's wait for the Smelly Barrel. I'm just going to use my EXE here. Okay, now I will take the Rocket. Just kind of like Rocket Chip. Then I'll just go Cannon like this. And I guess I'll just log here, just to make sure we kind of take everything out. I'll take the Ice Spirit, no problem. I'm going to go Valkyrie high. King Tower active. We'll just go EXE in the center here. I'm just playing passive until I can get another push, because I have to remember that his cycle is quite fast. I don't even think I have to log that. Okay, this should be GG's. I don't see him stopping this. Yeah, I mean, that's just... Yeah, there's nothing he could do there, honestly. So that was another weird one, because I thought he was going to have Graveyard the whole time, and then it's just like, well, I guess he doesn't have it. I guess he had Skelly Barrel instead. Interesting. Let's just to make sure. Yeah. But that's the thing about these kinds of decks, they're so quick cycle that if you kind of just, if you allow it to get you, then obviously it'll destroy you if you just go too aggressive. because they have all these little... But with all of our splash cards, and Hero Valkyrie is a cheat code, I think the thing with her is she can be almost just spammed. Like, when they have so many things on the map, she just gets so much value. It's kind of wild. But yeah, so the free-to-play is actually right here. We are just about to unlock Hero Valkyrie. And I've just been messing around in the 1v1s, not playing too much Trophy Road, but yeah, we have this Diabolical Concoction right here, but could definitely run something else, so yeah, I'll make a video on this soon, for sure, 100%. 100%. But yeah, let's just play a couple more games of Ranked. Don't really need to make like too aggressive of a push. The goal for today was really just at least League 4. So we'll just kind of see where it goes from there. But yeah, I may unlock Evo Cannon. I do think it's better than Hero Goblins right now since they've been nerfed. But I just don't have it, so I wasn't sure if I was going to use Evo Tesla or Evo Cannon. Because I assume... Okay, we're just going Mega Nuts in the back first play. I assume that toward the middle to end of season, we're going to start seeing a lot more air. Alright, let's go like this. Then we have to go like this. Honestly, Valkyrie would have been a better play, but obviously I just didn't have her in cycle necessarily. But he just went so aggressive that I just think I can punish him. I went ahead and NATO'd, and then I'm going to hit this ability if he gets anything else off. Okay, we just get a bunch of damage. Obviously he's not happy about it, but I don't really care. He's an MK abuser. And he went pump. So technically I could go Hog. But I think he's one card off of Mega Nuts, so I don't want to give him like a free massive Mega Nuts push. Okay, I was going to rocket that. But I think I should probably save the rocket. Alright, let's go like this. Then we'll go like this. Yeah, and then we'll take a little E-Babes damage just because I didn't have King up yet. But since he doesn't seem to have a win condition, is this, by the way, is this the same guy? This isn't the same guy we played earlier, is it? I think it is. Yeah, I think this is the guy that we played earlier. We had the Mega Nuts 3M, Elite Babes, that whole thing. And since it's been, like, quite a few games, you can play them twice. Yeah, this is the same guy. I bet you it's him. I'm just gonna log here. And then I have to go like this, and I have to XE off to the side, spawn the goblins. Okay. Now I'm gonna go cannon. Yeah, we lose the tower. So what I could have done there is I could have NATO'd the Elite Barb to King, but the reason I didn't do that is because then his Musketeer would have still just taken out my tower there. So there was, honestly, I probably should have just gotten King up earlier. I'm gonna look in the thing. I'm pretty sure this is the guy that we beat earlier. Alright, Gabriel Max, whatever. If it's not... Okay, so there's this Sergio guy. No, I feel like we played another one that was that deck. Okay, so if multiple people were playing that deck, does that mean that... Okay, I guess not. I guess it was just the Sergio guy, because I remember he was BMing too. And we actually, as you see here, we beat him. Okay. Yeah, that one time I did overspend. I did it that one time though because it was like hero Valk ability or Hog. So I decided to go with that. But does that mean that one of the YouTubers has recommended this deck? Because I really hope we don't start seeing this deck this season. That'll be so annoying. Alright, let's get into another one. Yeah, I did overspend the one time. Honestly, though, if I were to have just gotten King up earlier... See, like, I think some of these drill players use that placement because they think that you can't get King up, but as you see right there, you still can. Anyway. Yeah, I think what hurt me the most in that match was that I didn't get King up. And so I had to over-defend certain situations that I would have been able to get out of. I'm just going to go Valk. I think we're going to just have to take that Fire Spirit. But let's see if he's... Okay, so he has Cannon. And then let's hit the ability here. Nice. Because now that means... If he wants to go in with that... I was going to say I'll just NATO it. But... Yeah, we're just going to set up with a little cannon here. Right. Okay, pretty early. Somehow some of the goblins still locked. I'm just going to log so that we don't leak too much. And we're going to spawn last second. There we go. Okay, we'll see here if he has rocket. If he has rocket, I will rush him though, if he goes rocket. Let me hit the Hero Valk ability here rather than going Hog. Nice, nice, okay. Let me wait a sec, and now I'll NATO these in. There we go, so it clears the skellies, brings the bomber in. Okay, let me go goblins in the back. Okay, so he does have rocket. Very aggressive from him though, if you ask me. This is when Snowball is like such a cheat code. I mean, I can't really complain because Hero Valkyrie is so busted right now, but like against him. Let's see if he rockets this, I wouldn't even be mad. Nice, so we still do get some value though out of her. And I'll just take the log, and then we'll go Rog Hider. And I'm just going to NATO these to the side here. And so honestly, I should have had my log, but I used it to kill the bomber, or else we would have been able to get out of that quite simply. Just going to go Exe in the center here. And yeah, I think I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to go like that. I'm going to hit a little log. I'm going to hit the... Okay, so it actually gave me the elixir back because I didn't get the ability off. And then we're going to wait, NATO this in. Okay, actually barely on tower. I'm going to go Valkyrie here. And that's going to do it, unfortunately, because that's then rocket range. Honestly, I definitely could have... I'm trying to think... Yeah, he's hit me with the well played. I didn't play that. What are your thoughts on tater tots? I do like tater tots. Those are pretty good. Don't they have poison? Yeah, mostly they have poison. So that's why I was saying Evo Valk or Hero Valk makes the drill matchups so much easier, but since he had Rocket, it kind of didn't, because we were just giving him value every time, and that's why I drill Rocket so hard, because for our defenses, like, they can just, you know, rocket them if we try to play it on the drill, and then if we do catch them and try to build a push, they can just rocket it, as well as Evo Snowball. So yeah, there was definitely a couple of mistakes in there for sure by me, but I think the rocket version of that is definitely a bit tougher. You have to be careful when you use the ability of Hero Valk. Yeah. My thing is, though, sometimes with the Hero Valk ability, if it's like, if you're going to go Hog Rider, you could just hit the Hero Valk ability instead, and it's 3 elixir. A lot of times it'll still get on tower, but it will kill things, whereas the Hog wouldn't, because it's a win condition, right? So I do think we can be a little bit more aggressive with it than we think. Yo, Jay Pression, how you doing, bro? Oh yeah, we just pushed up. We pushed all the way through League 3 to League 4 today. We were on quite a heater, and then we got League 4, and we took 2 L's. So, yeah. Rocket Drill is... I think it's probably becoming more popular now, so that people can deal with the Valkyrie, because they know that it'll be everywhere, as well as it'll help against Elite Babes. But if they have Drill Poison, like we saw earlier in some of the matchups, it's quite easy. I'm going to go with an early cannon. Okay, he zaps his King Tower. I think he's going to be playing 3M. I'm just going to rocket the pump. Even if he goes 3M, it doesn't really matter. I'll still be able to get like an EXE lineup to take it out and stuff like that. We're seeing a lot of 3M, by the way. I've seen so much 3M. We're going to go EXE, and then we're going to wait. And we'll just go ahead and take the log. Okay, see, like, if I wanted to, I could have hit the ability. Like, if I had, you know, later in the game when I have a slight bit more elixirs. I'm going to let those lock a little bit and then go like this. Yeah. I've seen Viper do that quite often, but the reason you want to let him lock sometimes is because if you don't... Does he have Hunter? Okay, he's going Elite Babes. Wait, hear me out. Let me go like this. Okay. Nice, so we get King up, and then we'll just take the charge here. And we'll just go Valkyrie, no big deal. So now the towers are pretty much even. If he wants to go 3M, I think I could ability, and I think it would take it out. But I probably won't do that, because that would be pretty aggressive. So I'm probably just not going to do the ability here. And I think he expected me to do it, which is why he waited. If he goes early Goblinas, then... 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm going to go Rog Hider, just in case he wants to hit that late ability. He actually didn't. Now I'm going to let that elixir pump go, because... yeah, I'll probably need to rocket... Let's go ahead and rocket these Elite Babes here. Alright. Then we'll go like so. I'll just hit a little log. There we go. Nice, nice. I feel like that was pretty solid. And then he just went... I don't think I agree with that. Wait, let me cook him. Hold on. Okay, I expected him to go 3M, so that's what I was talking about. Because I was going to pull it into the Valk, but he didn't do it. If he gets Gold Knight damage here, I don't care. Alright, I'm going to rocket. Very ballsy move, but I'm just going to rocket. Alright, let's pull these together. Alright. Like this. Wait, let me cook. That's insane. That's so wild. Good. I'll just tell them good game. When they say well played, sometimes I don't always like to say thanks, and because I don't want them to think I'm being toxic, you know? I'm telling you, man, HOG EXE NATO players face the worst abomination. Yeah, so it's actually funny because this deck, the 3M Mega Knight deck, we played it earlier. And so I thought it was the same guy. This one. And because they were both BMing, like off rip, and he actually didn't, but... So, and 3M in general, like we've, especially at the beginning, we were playing some incredibly abominations. Hello, brother, this deck, he's still good or no? Yeah, I think... Okay, so Exe's been nerfed to the ground. Evo Valk is still good. Hero Valk is absolutely better. Ice Spirit, you know, they got the nerf. The Hero Goblins, I'm only using them because I don't have Hero Cannon. But if I decide, then I'll unlock the Evo of that. And I think I have Evo Tesla. But I might be wrong. Okay, so I do. So, if I end up running Tesla, then that's why I hadn't used the shards yet, but I'll definitely replace the Hero Goblins. Those, they only spawn one Goblin now. They barely get any value. Only run them if you have an open spot. The Goblins. But the deck is still good. Exe is still good. Okay. I think that... Does that still go? No, okay, that does go to tower. Nice. Alright, so he's most likely going to be playing Balloon. So that's another cool thing with having Cannon. We can kind of kite the balloon around. But I'm going to wait, and then I'm just going to use it here, just to help with Diddy. I would have got King up, but of course, NATO was last card. So I'm hovering Rocket, kind of. I'm just going to leak a little bit right here. Okay. We'll go Valkyrie in the back. We're kind of waiting on his balloon. Oh, that's unfortunate. The Phoenix is like one tile off. Let me go HOG opposite. And then we'll go low Exe here. And then I'm going to actually tank for the Exe with the cannon. Nice. Nice. And then let's just go ahead and get King up here. If he pops the Knight ability, I'll go Goblins. Okay, solid. Now if he wants to go Balloon, then I'll just Rocket, but I think I'll just play this one a little passive because he has Diddy, Bowler, Tornado, so, you know, he's just got a lot of counters to Hawk Riders. There's no reason to really get too, okay, never mind, he's running E-Giant. But the thing is, we have Cannon, so that's going to make this a lot easier. Ooh. Nice, the Valkyrie got out of there. And I feel like he wasted that lightning, by the way. I feel like that was awful. Alright, we'll just take a rocket here. Fat value. And then we're going to wait. We're going to go like this. He has the Evo Diddler, so I'm not going to add anything to the Rog Hider. Okay, he actually opted to not play it. Alright, let me NATO this back. That's honestly fine. Because he keeps wasting his... He keeps wasting his lightnings as well. Let me go like this. And go like this. I'm gonna log. Okay, we were a split second late, so we unfortunately take a bowler hit. I'm gonna go with the cannon. Because if he's gonna go ahead and lightning... Here, let me go Rog Hider. If he's gonna lightning, then I'll just get back to another one. Alright, that was super awkward. Unfortunately, the Phoenix spawns back. Let me NATO this backwards, give EXE a little bit of time. Alright, I really need to get an EXE again. And let's go like this. I don't know why he's acting like he's, like, done something here. Like, the fact that he hasn't taken my... Yeah, so now he's gonna get it. But what I was gonna say is the fact that he hasn't taken my tower yet, like, E-Giant Lightning, like, of course it's a little bit better because I have Cannon, but it's still a hard matchup, like... And that's what... My pet peeve with these E-Giant players is even before I was running Cannon, like, so many times would I just barely lose in overtime by like 50 HP or something. And then they start emoting. I'm like, you realize you have a 1,000-0 matchup and you barely won and then you're emoting. It kind of just says more about like your own intelligence. I don't know. Even, so I like Rain. I like Trainer Rain. But I saw once he was playing HOG EXE and he barely beat him in overtime. And he started BMing, and the whole chat was like, bro, you have a 1,000-0 matchup. Like, he thought it was not his matchup. It's kind of wild. Here, let's go Cannon. And then I'm going to go Goblina's High here. So that we can take out the Clapper. Get the King Tower up. Alright, he's got Piggies. Let me go Valkyrie on the right, just because EXE swung left. So I would have just played whichever way he didn't go. Let me just NATO so that he doesn't just get to murk my Valkyrie there. Nice, we get a hit. And then EXE also gets another swing, so we can go either way. Alright, let's see what building he's got. Okay, he's got Mini P.E.K.K.A. If he goes Ronin, then I'll go like this and just take a rocket. Nice, nice. Now, I probably won't be able to get away with that again. I'm going to actually not log so I can just save a little elixir. And he doesn't have Mini P.E.K.K.A. and Cycle, so he's not going to be able to deal with this very easily. Especially if I get the ability off, which is pretty aggressive, I would say, by me. But that's a lot of damage that I don't think we would have got. Alright. I'll go like this. Okay, and then since he went so aggressive there, I'll just go Rog Hider because, yeah, like, he doesn't really have a nice counter. And he should have Evo Pigs coming up, so I'll just rocket them. Now, if he wants to split Evo Pigs... Never mind, I'm going to rocket the Ronin. And then I'll do this. And then I'll do this. We'll take... I can afford to take a little damage. Because I needed that rocket on tower anyway, so... Yeah, now we're really just one off. I'll just go EXE off to the left, but it doesn't really matter. I've already won. Because we could just stall either way. Definitely a pretty good, favorable matchup for me. Said, how many Evo shards do you have? Let's look. I'm pretty sure I have enough. Pretty sure I have enough, to be honest. Yeah, I have 12, so I could definitely go ahead and unlock that. If I use Evo EXE, Hero Gob, and Evo Valk. Will it still be good? Yeah, so it'll still be good. Evo Valk is definitely still good. But the other thing is, since I'm running Hero, that's also why I felt like I needed the cannon, because you give up quite a lot on defense by taking Evo Valk out. So, yeah, OG HOG EXE is still good. I just think, like, I've even seen some people run Evo Ice Spirit instead of Hero Goblins, because Hero Goblins are just, they're just so, it only spawning 2 of them is just kind of pointless in my opinion now. Alright, I'm just gonna go with an early cannon here. Do you think Tesla will make it too expensive? So, that's kind of the thing that I was wondering. If I start running Tesla, I'm just gonna go EXE so that we can get to the Evo. And then potentially cause... Okay, never mind. I guess he's playing Graveyard. Okay, so let's go in and see like what we can kill here. Let me NATO these together so that EXE can take out the Night Witch. Nice. And then we'll go Goblins here. Then I'm going to go like this. He's going to have Bowler, but if I were to get... I'm not going to go ability, but if I got the ability, I think we would have shredded all of that. It would have been close, though. So that's what... I still need to see certain interactions. So I don't want to be, like, over-committing. But I will just go ahead and go Cannon here, since I was able to defend his Giant without going Cannon. So for the next push, I'll cycle back. But yeah, Tesla, so the thing is, Tesla will definitely make it more expensive, but if people start running Void and just voiding our EXE constantly, we're going to really struggle against air if we don't like have something to run in place of that. So that's why I was kind of saying that we might just have to anyway, but we'll see. I'm going to NATO this back to kill all the bats though, and I guess this is where the goblins can still come in handy. They're like a little distraction. So I knew what he was trying to do there, but I let it go because I figured that I could get more damage on the opposite side. Let me hit the ability here to get rid of that Elon Musk. Okay, so, oh, EXE, I was going to say EXE might come back here, but he didn't. I probably should have NATO'd all of those bats, but I figured we'd get a killer EXE lineup instead. Okay, I kind of have to go in now. It's kind of like now or never at this point. He has Snowball. Rip. Okay. Alright. No! That was... That one giant ability is what won him the game there. But I could have played it better too. I think I'm probably going to call it here because I'm like, you know, when you get to a certain point in Clash, like you get your mental's kind of fried a bit and you're like not really in it anymore. You could try Hero Berserker in place of Goblins. Yeah, that too. So, yeah, if you wanted to take out Goblins and keep Ice Spirit, or wanted to go Cannon instead of Ice Spirit and then Berserker instead of Goblins, you could do that, because think of it this way, you could pop the Berserker ability and she physically can't die, so she could DPS things down, whereas the Goblins could still be logged or arrowsed. It's just a little bit more expensive. Bowler's annoying. Yeah, Bowler is one of my main ops in this game. Bowler and I'd have to say Mega Nuts. Yeah, Hero Bowler, especially before they nerfed it. But one trick that you can still do that a lot of people, I think, forget about is if they press the Hero Bowler ability right at the line, you can log it, and then it's out of range of your tower. Or you could even NATO it backwards, and it'll be out no matter what. But yeah, guys, I think that's where I'm going to end this one. Be on the lookout for... I should have 1 to 2 free-to-play episodes coming. The free-to-play is now at like almost 11,200. And then I'll probably make another ranked video too, but expect me to be streaming tomorrow. We'll probably be pushing just League 5 again tomorrow. So we'll push through there and then kind of see how that goes. But anyway, I appreciate y'all, and I'll catch you in the next one.